We all know that Albert Einstein was a genius. So much so that his brain would work more than 1,000 scientists. Things which we never thought of, let alone understand. Einstein worked on those things and made it easy for the whole world. Albert Einstein was a physicist who published the theory of special relativity, E equals mc squared, and formulated the photoelectric laws and left the world surprised. And therefore he was awarded the Nobel Prize. Seeing his extraordinary thinking and understanding power, people believed that Einstein had an extraordinary brain, which was quite different from an ordinary human. Einstein too knew this, and therefore he didn't want his body to be researched upon after his demise. Rather, he had instructed his body to be cremated. But the same happened what Einstein was afraid of. On April 13, 1955, when Einstein died in Princeton Hospital, the doctor who came to perform the autopsy secretly stole Einstein's brain. Because he was curious to know what was inside the brain of this genius. Once again, welcome to the Dark Reality video. The doctor who stole Einstein's brain was Thomas Harvey, who was more interested in studying this brain than facing the consequences. When the Princeton Hospital came to know about this incident, they fired him. But Dr. Harvey was successful in persuading Hans Albert to give him permission to research his father's brain and let the world know about it. From that day, a long journey started for that brain. Dr. Harvey was a pathologist who knew only about post-mortem. And that's why he believed that he would be able to research this genius's brain. But the situation was that Dr. Harvey lost his job at Princeton Hospital, and also the designation of a pathologist. Dr. Harvey took Einstein's brain to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where he took a lot of photos of the brain and cut them into 240 small pieces. Preserving every piece in separate jars, he hid all of them in his basement. Because of this, he had arguments with his wife, as she used to threaten him that she would throw the brain outside. The arguments eventually led to divorce. Dr. Harvey then went to Wichita, Kansas with the brain, where he started working as a medical supervisor. Here, in his free time, he tried to study Einstein's brain. After that, he frequently switched jobs and moved to different cities with the brain. Even after many years, Dr. Harvey couldn't do any solid research on Einstein's brain. Instead, his medical license was cancelled. The situation became so bad for him that he had to start working in a plastics factory. At that time, he made a good decision, to send different pieces of the brain to the best neurologists in the world for detailed research. And he did that 30 years after the brain was stolen. For the first time in 1985, a study was published on Einstein's brain. For the next 28 years, many neurologists published several studies on this genius's brain. It was found that Einstein's brain was quite different from an ordinary human brain. The biggest difference was found in the corpus callosum part. Now it is important to know that the human brain is divided into two parts. Whatever work a human does is processed in one part, and then the brain sends signals to that part of the body. The left brain controls the right portion of the body, whereas the right brain controls the left portion of the body. For 90% of humans, the left brain is responsible for speech, understanding, mathematical calculations, and writing, whereas the right brain is responsible for creativity, understanding of shapes, art, and music. Now you must be thinking, what is the work of the corpus callosum? Imagine you are typing on a keyboard or mobile phone. While doing this, both your hands are busy typing. The left hand is typing some alphabets, and the right hand is also doing the same. During typing, your left hand makes a mistake, and you quickly use your right hand to erase that mistake. That means when one part of the brain makes a mistake, it rectifies it by signaling the other part. The link through which both halves of the brain are connected is called the corpus callosum. Einstein's corpus callosum was larger than ordinary humans. That means his left and right brain had a stronger connection, because of which Einstein could imagine complex problems and situations. Apart from this, Einstein's brain pattern was also quite different from others. Researchers believe this was the reason for better neuron flow. Good neuron flow means he had great power for mathematical calculations. Albert Einstein had the ability to solve complex mathematical problems in his head without using pen and paper. According to research, another reason for having a high number of neurons was that Einstein's brain weighed 1230 grams, whereas a normal human brain weighs around 1400 grams. Researchers believe that his brain's lining was thinner, because of which it contained more neurons. But the biggest question was Einstein born with such a special brain, or did it develop later? After research, it was found that when Einstein was born, he started speaking after the age of 5. Whereas other children start speaking at the age of 2 or 3. Even after he started speaking, he didn't like to talk much, and remained lost in his own thoughts. He had less memorizing power, and found it difficult to memorize even simple multiplication tables. He was a master in processing maths and numbers logically, rather than memorizing them. In his school life, although he failed in other subjects, he excelled in mathematics and science. When Einstein was 12 years old, a family teacher left his geometry book at his house. Surprisingly, Einstein read that book in one day, and cleared his geometric concepts. Not only that, he became a master of integral and differential calculus. At the age of 14, his grip on maths and science was so strong that even professors became nervous when he raised his hand to ask questions, because often his questions were difficult even for teachers to understand. From a very young age, he wanted to explain the laws of the universe in a small equation, and this became his life's mission. At the age of 26, Einstein published 4 research papers and surprised the world. He was awarded a PhD degree and the Nobel Prize for his outstanding contribution to humanity. Without Einstein's theories, science is incomplete. Many doctors and scientists concluded that Einstein's brain became special after his birth. The biggest reason was that whenever he couldn't find answers to his questions, he tried to solve them using his brain. By doing so from a young age, he specially developed his brain. Today, Einstein's brain is kept in America's Mutter Museum, where it is preserved carefully in microscopic slides. Hope you will like and share this dark reality video. My heartfelt appreciation for your loving comments. We'll meet you in another amazing video.